Hi, my name is Abigail Gilbert, and I'm an undergraduate researcher in the Leap Up Biology Education Lab at the University of Washington. My research project focuses on evaluating the accuracy of new machine learning models developed to score constructed response formative assessment questions. These constructed response questions give better insight into student reasoning than multiple choice assessments, but require more time to score. Thus, the computer scoring model has been utilized in order to increase scoring efficiency. However, any automated substitute for human evaluation should be analyzed for its accuracy. For a biology constructed response question developed by the Leap Up Lab, we hypothesized that an increased scoring accuracy occurs for students from the University of Washington due to a possible specificity of the scoring rubric to University of Washington curriculum, and an increase in accuracy occurring for post-instruction responses due to an increased specificity of response vocabulary. Our experimental design began with data collection, which resulted in 1,016 student responses with demographic information intact from 5 different schools. Responses were then scored by 2 trained researchers and the computer scoring program, already trained on the SITEM. The demographic and timing data for all the responses were integrated into the dataset, and logistic regression analysis was used to predict accuracy dependence on key student factors. AIC values were used to perform best fit model selection for each regression analysis, and significant results were interpreted from the best fit model. Logistic regression models investigated the probability of error in the computer scoring and whether or not those chances were impacted by the demographic variables collected with responses. The response variable was the presence or absence of a difference between the human and computer scores. And the independent variables were the student demographic factors, including institution, timing, and student identity factors. Our results found that no demographic variables showed significant biases, which is a good thing. However, the institution and timing results showed the opposite trend than what we had hypothesized. The results predicted higher inaccuracy for UW students compared to non-UW students, with post-instructional evaluation increasing the likelihood of inaccuracy in UW students. To try to explain the new results, we looked at the reasoning levels of UW and non-UW students and found the majority of Level 4 and Level 5 answers were UW students' post-test responses. So I reran logistic regression modeling, controlling for the reasoning score, and found that the institution type and timing were no longer significant. The only thing that mattered was the student's reasoning level. Graphing the percentage of total responses from UW and non-UW students, as well as the timing of evaluation, shows the overrepresentation of UW students and post-test responses in higher reasoning levels, which you can see in the top graph here. Our findings are important for confirming that the computer scoring model is equally accurate across demographic groups, but also in identifying that further training on upper-level responses is needed before we can implement this computer scoring program in classrooms. Our next steps include just that. We are analyzing misscored responses in upper reasoning levels to determine what reasoning patterns may impact the computer's accuracy. We will then work to retrain the program and reevaluate its accuracy for improvement. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to my research project. I would really like to thank all of the students and professors for their participation and Acer for their role in our research project as well. Thank you.